Hi lovelies, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you are new around here. My name is Kirsty. I make psychic and spiritual content every single week, so if that's the kind of thing you're into, then please do subscribe. You don't want to miss the videos that I upload. Oh my goodness, it feels so weird to be sitting behind the camera. You know, you old school lovelies will know that this is how I used to read, and I want to switch it up. So some Wednesdays it will be a read the room, some Wednesdays it will be just a card reading. Usually if it's going to be one person I'm reading for, it's going to be the cards. If it is multiple people, then it's going to be a read the room. So today, as you can tell by the title of this video, today's reading is for Future. Now I have actually wanted to read for Future for a long time, which is really interesting because I honestly did not know who this man was until he was with my queen Sierra, and I still only know the one song that he's been a part of, which is Janae's Happiness Over Everything. Apart from that, I do not know Future. I just know that he likes to be with women, and he's been with a few women. And there must be something about this guy, because to be with queens like Sierra and beautiful princesses like Lori Harvey, you must have something about you. But the very first thing I did pick up on Future, interestingly but not surprisingly, he really does have mummy issues. I don't know what happened to him in his childhood, but there's definitely underlying emotional childhood trauma there. He has fear of commitment, I feel. He has fear of intimacy, and that's intimacy, I feel, actually not just on a level with like women. That's intimacies in friendships, intimacies in business partnerships, intimacy on any level, but specifically with women. I feel like he bonds much easier with men. Spirit is saying that also when he sees other people being intimate with each other, he finds it threatening and triggering. So he's the kind of person that in a friendship group, he will stir the pot. So he talks about people to people. He's a little bit two-faced, I feel, with Future. He's a little bit two-faced. So let's, okay, first card comes over. So yeah, he's a little bit two-faced. He struggles with commitment. Any sign of love or intimacy, it's so foreign to him, he runs. He likes to play games with women because I don't know what happened to him as a kid. But he is scared of women being in control and having power in his life. So it feels like he almost likes to lead them on, reel them in, and then be like, oh no, I don't want you anymore. And that's the kind of person I feel like he is. Spirit also tells me that Future is the kind of person who is quite, I said this already actually, two-faced. He is one person in front of like the people, in front of the camera, in front of like a crowd, and then if you're with him in a relationship, he is a very different person behind closed doors. Very controlling. I feel like he can be angry and moody and possessive, and he likes to just play games. I don't feel like he's been with someone who he's been able to really strip back and bare his heart to, because there's a lot of pain in his heart. His heart chakra it's really blocked. It's full of, I feel, a lot of pain. I don't know what his parents' relationship was, but I feel like that in itself was traumatizing for him. So the idea of a relationship to him is terrifying. So he acts out, you know, anyone that tries to be nice to him is like, why on earth would you be nice to me? Like, that is a warning sign for him. Niceness is a red flag. And, you know, that's not uncommon in people who have experienced trauma. You know, if you've grown up with people being so horrible to you, you build up a wall, and then when people want to come in and be nice, you're like, oh, why are you being nice to me? Because you deep down are insecure and you feel unworthy and undeserving, and that really is the case with Future. I also feel with Future, he actually really does suffer with what's it called, imposter syndrome. I feel like he feels he's not good enough to be an artist. I feel like he feels like he's always kind of covering himself, like, oh, any minute now someone's going to catch me out, I shouldn't be here. Like, there's a real insecurity of not being good enough. Am I surprised that Future is a Scorpio? No, I'm not surprised that Future is a Scorpio, because he definitely holds Scorpio energy. As much as he can be two-faced, he will also say it as it is to you. He's not one to keep friends. This isn't a man who I feel has a ton of friends. He's a man for himself. by himself, for himself. He is an island. You know, he's not scared to stab people in the back, I don't feel. He's not scared to tell people how it is. He's not scared to cross people in the wrong way. He has that Scorpio sting, like he will sting you. He's not scared to do that. Spirit, please show me future through the cards. Please show me future's energy, anything coming up. Wow. I mean, we'll get into that, but Three of Wands reversed, that just shows everything that I said about him, you know, not really being able to bare his soul to anyone. He really does have a front. This is a man who, he has two sides to him. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some kind of Gemini energy somewhere in his chart, because as much as he doesn't care what people think and will say what he portrays, this is it, he does care what people think, he portrays that he doesn't. So he has these two sides to him, and he basically puts on a front to protect himself. You know, we've heard that before. So many people do that. You know, when they're truly deeply insecure, they will put on this front. I don't care, say what you want, you can't hurt me, blah, blah, blah. That is very much Future's energy. He has a real facade, you know, he has a real chip on his shoulder. Yeah, Spirit are making me tug at my top. He's got a real chip on his shoulder. Spirit, please show me. Okay, yeah, interesting, because I do pick up on a new relationship coming in for Future if he's not in it already. Again, another beautiful woman. He knows how to woo women, though, I will say that, and he knows how to reel them in, he knows how to charm them. Like I said, he's a great actor, he's a brilliant actor. He knows how to switch things on and switch things off. He, you know, that's a trauma thing. You learn how to adapt very, very quickly. I don't know what happened to this man in his childhood, but he did have to adapt to situations very, very quickly. Like, things were not consistent for him. He didn't have a stable upbringing. It wasn't secure. I feel like he had to put on different, like, you know, metaphorically, you know, he had to put on different kind of capes. Whatever, I don't know what the saying is. I always try and use sayings. I don't know what it is. He had to adapt to different situations, you know, on a day-to-day basis. He didn't know what was coming next, and so he does really like to be in control of situations. Okay. Okay, so the very first card that we actually have for Future is the Two of Pentacles. This talks about juggling, balance. Sometimes gripping things and holding them too tight. And one thing I can really pick up on Future's energy, and I've said it here numerous times, is that energy of control. He has to be the one in control. Two of Pentacles, although it is a Pentacles card, it represents, you know, gripping tightly to your money, gripping tightly to everything. Like I said, he has that imposter syndrome. I don't deserve this. Any moment now, someone's going to knock on my door, take away my house, take away my car, take away my money, take away everything. I don't usually like to talk about people's children, but I do have to say, because Spirit are saying it, there is an issue with bonding with his children, which is really sad, because actually it makes me quite teary, because I feel at heart this man would love to. I don't feel like he has this issue with all of his children, but definitely some of them. He would love to be able to bond with them, and I'm not excusing, you know, absent fathers or anything like that, but I do feel this is his reading. I'm reading on his energy. He would love to bond with them, but there's just something in him that can't. And I feel like he would really benefit from going and getting that generational trauma healed, because I feel like there was an issue that he had with his own parents where they couldn't really bond with him. And there's just like an absence, like there's this inconsistency, I feel, in his childhood of his parents being around. And so everything he has, because I feel like in his childhood it could have been taken from him away, and what he had could have been taken away from him at any moment. He grips on so tightly to everything he has now, because it's like, this could be taken away from me at any moment. And as I move on to the need to really, you know, maybe seek help in that direction, I'm drawn to the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man does talk about a change of perspective. I feel with Future that unfortunately he will open up. but it will be almost very, very late in his life, and by that point his children will be a lot older. It's never too late to rekindle relationships. It's never too late to do that, you know, better late than never. But he will miss out, I feel like, on certain aspects of his children's life because he can't swallow his pride. He can't see past his own pain. We talked about this in the Jacksons reading, where Joe Jackson couldn't see past his own hurt, and hurt people. And, you know, it's all fun and games when he's laying in the sheets with these women, but then, you know, he has to understand that they're having your babies. And I feel like he's very much like, oh, well, I'll pay this. Not understanding that it's not just about money, you know. The children need love. They need your love, they need your attention, they need your presence. He's also so busy as well that it's like he brushes it off like, I don't have time, you know, but I have got money. He needs to change that up. He needs that change of perspective there. Hangman talks about patience, which means that change probably isn't going to come anytime soon, but I do feel it will come in old age. I'm actually going to move down to the Three of Wands here, because I'm reading, you know, I'm just going to go with what I'm drawn to. So I'm drawn next to the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands, if it's upright, talks about positive self-expression, being able to express yourself creatively, being honest, being truthful, following what you feel. Now, this man has the Three of Wands in reverse, which means that is something he struggles to do. He is creative, but he could be so much more creative if he just allowed himself to be, if he forgave himself, if he loved himself, if he let himself be loved by other people. But he's so in control and so controlling of the process, and no, it has to be done like this, and I want it done like that. And he is very demanding. I feel like he is very much like, no, I want that there, now, you know. So he kind of, that control, it disrupts the creative process, because creativity is flow. And when he comes in with that control and trying to force expression, he interrupts the creative process. He is a talented artist. Spirit is telling me he is a talented artist. I had to take their word for that, because like I say, I only know the one song by Future. But they're saying he could be even better if he just let go. So his creativity and his self-expression is blocked because he is unable to heal himself and see past his pain. And interestingly, I feel like therapy has been offered to Future, but he's like, I don't want therapy, there's nothing wrong with me. And it's like he can't see it. He has a very immature approach to life. Page of Cups, youth. This is a very adolescent, immature, emotionally undeveloped. Cups is about emotions. He is not emotionally developed. He is emotionally, I would say, at the age of probably 8, 9, 10, because that's where his trauma has, you know, they say that when you're traumatized, and we all go through trauma, they say that when you're traumatized, you know, if you don't heal it, you remain stuck at that age. And I feel like for Future, he is stuck because he is not going through healing. He is not healing himself. He has remained stuck emotionally at the age of 8, 9, 10, I feel, because he hasn't healed his trauma past that age. And I feel like for Future, he is the kind of person who numbs his pain. I feel like he numbs his pain with alcohol. He numbs his pain possibly with drugs. He doesn't really, I feel like he has done drugs, but doesn't dabble in them in the same way he dabbles in alcohol. He's an interesting character because he really masks himself. That's the one thing I could say. I can, you know, just tell by trying to tap into his energy, there's so many layers before you can even get into the depths of who he truly is as a person. Again, these two cards here, they just come together. The Seven of Pentacles represents like sowing seeds. So the hard work you're putting in, and you're just standing there being like, come on grow, and you're forcing. And the Knight of Swords is about, you know, battling through. This is a man who likes things to be hard. He likes life to be difficult because that is what he's used to. He's used to life being quite tough. I link Future to a movie. I feel like he might get a role in like an action movie because he is a good actor. That's the one thing I can tell you. He acts every day in his real life, so he's a good actor, and I do see a relationship coming up for him. Again, a very beautiful woman, younger than him, similar Laurie Harvey vibes, stunning. I feel like she's absolutely stunning. Will he ever settle down and be with someone forever? He will once he's healed, but he's not going to heal, I would say, until he's like 50, 60. He is still living a very much, I don't know how old he is, he must be like mid-30s, but he's living a very much, you know, bachelor, go out every night, get drunk, be with different women, because that masks his pain. He's numbing his pain. He's not ready to deal with some of the things he's been through. But he will, and I know that because the final cards that Spirit have given for future are the World, which is one of the best cards in the tarot, and the Nine of Cups. Again, two cards that you would only wish to pull in your spread. The World says what it is. You know, the world is at your feet. He doesn't actually recognize his own potential. He is, I do feel, super talented, but Spirit draw me to the gut, and they draw me to in the intuitive center in the body, this, you know, the pit of your stomach, and he's so unaligned. And if he could just move into alignment and let go and stop being so on high alert and on threat, because I feel like this is a man that actually has high functioning anxiety. He probably doesn't even, he's so out of connection with himself that he probably doesn't even realize he has anxiety, but he definitely does. He definitely does. He's very paranoid, very on edge, thinks people are out to get him, but this is trauma. This is what unhealed trauma will do. And Spirit are saying, you know, if he could really see past that, you know, he has so much blessings in his world, beautiful children, beautiful mothers to his children. All of his children, I feel, have beautiful mothers. He is so hurt and so unhealed that he cannot help himself but to go on and hurt other people. But the truth is, sadly, you know, if he would just heal the situation, he's got so much blessings at his feet. Nine of Cups is the wishes fulfilled card. Anything you want can happen, but he can't see past his own pain, and so he keeps hurting other people, and he does, and it's really sad. It's almost like he knows he hurts people, and it's like he does it, and then it's like, it's really twisted. How do I explain this? It's almost like he gets hurt from hurting other people, but it's like he wants to hurt himself, and so it's this cycle, this dangerous cycle, because he feels he should be hurt, and that's trauma. You know, he feels like he isn't worthy and deserving of being truly happy. He feels like he should be punished, and he punishes himself by not allowing himself to get close to the people he loves, get close to his family, and he hurts himself by hurting the people that he actually does deeply care about, and he does it intentionally, and it's sad. It's sad. But I do see, oh, I see modelling coming up for him as well. Modelling with an aftershave. They're giving me the colour black, so I think like the advertising for it will be like all black. I see him like in like a suit. Could be like French Connection or something like that. I know they do all their ads in black. I see a movie coming up for him, specifically an action movie, and I see a new relationship. Spirit do link me to modelling with him. They keep saying modelling, so I don't know if his new girlfriend's going to be a model or he's going into modelling, but obviously with the aftershave that would be modelling. So yeah, he's an interesting character, he is, and he needs a lot of healing and a lot of love, a lot of light, but he will eventually heal. He will wish he had done it sooner. That's the only thing. But sending future so much love and light, because I have often wondered, you know, what's the deal? And now we know. Please leave some love for future down in the comments below. Please do hit a lovely thumbs up if you've enjoyed this reading. Please do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Come and join our lovely community. If you would like your own personal and private reading with me, then you can go to my website. It's www.kirstilewis.com to book a private reading with me, and I will see you soon for another video, lovelies. Bye.